ahead of Russian President Vladimir Putin's visit to India. European Union Envoy to India, Herve Delphin, has underlined that India must factor in Russia as an aggressor. Speaking in New Delhi, Delphin said that Russia has invaded a neighboring country with incidents like drone attacks and subsea capable disruptions, all documented, adding that Moscow has declared itself hostile to Europe's interests. Delphin said that the European nations would never take steps harmful to India's core security interests and expects the same in return. He noted that EU-India ties have strengthened over the years despite the Russian question, but stressed that security must remain central to the relationship. His remarks come shortly after a nearly 5-hour meeting between President Putin and US delegation, where no compromise on the Ukraine plan was reached. My colleague Aditya Vadwan joins us to give us the latest as far as this meeting is concerned. Aditya, what more can you tell us?
Well, absolutely, Asabi. Indeed, if you see, as far as this, definitely the US envoy is concerned, definitely the situation is very, very challenging, and it needs to be seen, Russia, what the EU, ahead of the visit of the Russian President Vladimir Putin to India, Herve Delphin, European Union envoy to India, has highlighted how the relationship between the bloc and India has grown in the past few years despite the Russian question, and set India to factor in Russia as an aggressor. Indeed, at this juncture, elaborating further, Delphin said that despite this reality, India and the EU have a lot of areas to work together, underscoring that the question of security needs to be at the core of ties. Delphin's remarks came shortly after the meeting between Putin and a US delegation, citing the Russian president's aide Yuri Ashakov that no compromise on the plan for Ukraine was reached during the meeting between Russian President Vladimir Putin and the US delegation. Asabri.
All right, Aditya, thank you for sharing all those details.